You've all passed and can take part in swimming this week. And one of you is an exceptional swimmer, maybe even the next Michael Phelps. The fastest time of this morning was...
Hi, I'm Miss Jean. Join me on a trip to Discovery Mountain, where the air is clear, almost clear enough to hear your imagination, and where every day is an exercise in faith. Join me for today's expedition in Discovery Mountain. Last time in this Summer of Strife story, we met Judah and Ben, campers at Discovery Mountain Camp. Now they're both in Jake's cabin, and they aren't exactly becoming fast friends, more like fast enemies. Well, Kayla and Jamie, they had a surprise visitor at the store, and he promised to come back. Let's see if he shows up again. And let's check in on Jake. I wonder how he and his campers survived their first night in Blackfoot Cabin.
Good morning, campers. Line up now right behind your counselor.
Mr. Reader, not so loud with the whistle.
First, let's start with a song. Mr. Garcia, come on up here. Mr. Garcia? Well, all right. I don't know where our camp music director, Mr. Garcia, is, but let's move along. It's time to raise the flags. Here at Discovery Mountain Camp, we raise not one flag, but two. The Stars and Stripes and the red and white maple leaf. Who can tell me which two countries these represent?
Canada and the United States.
Ben, not in my ear, shouting, oh!
You've got it.
Go Canada, eh?
Hey, Jake, is Ben Canadian? He is very enthusiastic.
I don't know. He's enthusiastic about everything. Sarah, do you have any earplugs? I could sure use a set.
Oh, did your campers keep you awake all night?
Yeah, one camper, Ben. You know, he sleeps with a retainer, and he kept clicking that metal with his teeth all night long. I didn't sleep a wink.
I'm sorry, I don't have any earplugs. I have to keep my ears alert for any trouble with my girls.
Well, how do you sleep?
Oh, you get used to it. Jake, you better find some energy. Reader's calling you up front.
We have another tradition at Discovery Mountain Camp. Come on up here, Counselor Jake. This morning, each of you will go up for a ride in our camp float plane, Blue Birdie. Blue Birdie can seat 6 campers at a time. The cabin with the most points after cabin inspection goes up first. And this year we have a brand new pilot, Counselor Jake.
Woohoo!
Ben, seriously, would you take it down a notch?
Why? I'm not hurting anyone.
Yeah, you're hurting my ears.
Well, just stand somewhere else.
I can't. We have to stand in line by bunk, and that means I have to be next to you.
Well, get over it, Judah. I'm having fun at camp. Why don't you try smiling instead of complaining?
Oh, I'll give you something to complain about.
Boys, stop it. Into the cafeteria for breakfast. Let's go. Forward march.
All through breakfast, Judah and Ben shot each other dirty looks. Judah didn't pick another fight, though, because although he'd never admit it, inside he was smiling. He was really excited about going for a ride in Blue Birdie. Wouldn't you be? After breakfast, the boys in Blackfoot Cabin raced back for cabin inspection. They came in second place. Counselor Sarah and the girls in Pocahontas Cabin, well, they got to go up in Blue Birdie first. The boys watched the blue and white float plane intently, eagerly waiting for their turn. As they waited on the dock, a warm summer wind whipped across the little lake, making whitecaps on the water.
All right, girls. Looks like you were lucky to be first in line today. I'm afraid we're going to have to stop the flights for the morning.
Oh, man, come on.
Wind. Whew. Made it really hard to land Blue Birdie back on the lake. Yeah, it's just not safe to fly her right now, but let's try again tomorrow.
Not fair.
Camp isn't so perfect after all, is it, Mr. Happy?
You watch it, Judah. You just watch it.
Disappointed, the boys walked back to Blackfoot cabin, the wind whipping through the trees as they walked. Inside, they found their swimsuits, goggles, and towels and headed over to the pool. It was swim test time for all the boys.
All right, boys, line up. Expert swimmers here, medium-level swimmers here, and beginner-level swimmers right here. Well, Judah and Ben, you both want to test to see if you're expert swimmers, huh? Of course, why am I not surprised?
Hey, Jake, have you seen Mr. Garcia?
The music director? No, why would he be at the pool?
Well, the lifeguard said he was going to cover for him this morning. No one seems to be able to find him, though.
Oh, I don't know where Mr. Garcia is, but we'd better not cancel the swim test, you know. Campers are already disappointed about not getting to go up in Bluebirdie.
Let me see if I can help.
Counselor Jake, can I go first? I really am an expert swimmer, the best on my school swim team.
Well, let's just see what happens here, okay?
All right, boys, I'm going to conduct your swim test this morning. Let me take a look at my list here. Expert swimmer tryouts, let's begin with you. Judah, you're up. On your mark, get set, go!
Judah took off as fast as he could go. He knew he was a good swimmer, and he was pretty sure that he'd win the race.
How'd I do?
You did pretty well, Judah. Now, let's let the rest of the boys have a chance to test. You can go splash around in the shallow end if you'd like.
Judah jumped into the shallow water, and he couldn't help himself. He smiled. His mom always said that he was a fish, happiest in the water. He loved to swim and to push himself to beat his best times. He was even good at the butterfly stroke. In fact, it was his specialty. Judah smiled and splashed with the other boys who arrived after their tests were over. He even forgot for a minute that he wasn't supposed to be having any fun.
Okay, everyone, you've all finished your swim tests. Now listen while I read off your classes today. Experts on this side of the pool, medium level over here. Beginners, why don't you stay right here in the middle? Hayden and Connor, you're in the beginner group, not expert. Move over here. You've all passed and can take part in swimming this week. And one of you is an exceptional swimmer, maybe even the next Michael Phelps. The fastest time of this morning was...
Judah's eyes raised, and he smiled, anticipating Counselor Sarah saying his name.
Ben Devereaux.
Woohoo! All right!
What? No way! How is that possible?
Judah couldn't believe it. He took off his goggles, slapped them on the top of the water, jumped out of the pool, and ran to the change room.
Thanks for your help, Sarah. Okay, Blackfoot cabin, get out of the pool and get changed.
Jake, you'd better watch Judah. He didn't act very sportsmanlike just now.
I know. I think it's going to be a very long week for Judah. Oh, hey, Sarah, can you make sure my cabin heads over to the cafeteria next? I just got a text from Mr. Simon. He's got earplugs for me.
Jake, wait. I need to stop being so nice to everyone. Blackfoot cabin, get out of the pool and change. Lunchtime.
The boys leaped out of the water, ready for another meal. One thing about camp that's true everywhere, it sure makes you hungry.
Oh, hey, Mr. Simon. Oh, you're a lifesaver. Thanks for those earplugs.
Sure, no problem. Here you go, Jake. Let's hope that you sleep better tonight.
Oh, I sure hope so. Oh, you know, one of my campers is an interesting kid. He sleeps with a retainer and clicks it with his teeth all night. Click, click, click. Ooh, it keeps me awake.
Hey, Jake, are you here for a smoothie?
Oh, hi, Kayla. No, I'm actually here for earplugs, but you could ring me up for some organic trail mix. I'll eat it as I walk back to camp.
Sure. Jamie's working cash register, remember? But I'll grab it for you.
Thanks, Kayla.
Jake, have you seen Ethan Garcia today? He asked me to special order some guitar picks. Hey, they arrived this morning. He's been in every day asking about them, and today he isn't answering the phone.
Oh, haven't seen him. Everyone seems to be looking for him, though. Sorry. Hey, what's different about Kayla today? She's acting funny.
Yeah, just look at Jamie standing over by the window.
She's brushing her hair, and now she's putting on lip gloss. They're both dressed like they're going to lunch with the Queen. What's up? Yeah, yesterday they looked like someone pulled them out of the lake straight into the store.
Yesterday they did come out of the lake and straight to work at the store. I think it has to do with a mystery customer that came in after I left last night. All I know is that he told the girls he'd be back today, and, well, look at these two. Oh, to be a teenager again.
I don't know, Mr. Simon. I didn't really like being a teenager.
Kayla, come here.
I know, I saw him. He came back.
So, our mystery boy appears to be back. Looks harmless enough. He couldn't be more than 16. Looks like he's been camping. Wonder what he needs. Excuse me, Jake, let me go greet my customer.
No need, Mr. Simon. Looks like your two assistants beat you to it.
Hi there. Can I help you find something?
Yes, how can we help you today?
Some rope. Do you have some rope for tying down a tarp?
Rope? Of course. My grandfather has the best rope selection in all of Discovery Mountain.
My grandfather? You hear that, Jake? Since when am I her grandfather? It's usually just old granddad.
Watch.
I'll lead you right there. Follow me, sir.
Sir?
Kayla's going the wrong way. The rope is behind the guidebooks, not by the baked beans. Jamie knows where it is. And there she goes, swooping in for the interference play.
Rope is right this way, Kayla. Send our customer my way.
Well, thanks. Let me see. This one will do. How much do I owe you?
Right this way to the front counter, and I'll ring it up on the cash register. Excuse me, Granddad and Jake. Can I get at the cash register, please? I have a customer.
So I see. I'll be out of your way.
All right, there's your total. Will that be cash or charge?
Cash.
Let me put this rope in a nice checkers bag for you. Stop back and see us if you need anything else.
Yes, I'm always here. This is my grandfather's store.
And if you like smoothies, I make a great mango strawberry swirl with whipped cream. I can make you one right now.
No thanks. Bye.
That was the best entertainment I've had all week. Hey, Jamie, could you bring up my organic trail mix, or should I have your grandfather do it for me?
My grandfather? What's with you, Jake?
Well, that's just what you called Mr. Simon when you were talking about the mystery boy.
I did not.
You did too.
All right, kids. Now, you did too, Jamie, but it's okay. I didn't mind. I kind of liked it. Now, please ring up Jake's trail mix for him before he makes you blush again.
Fine. Jake, grab some trail mix and I'll ring it up.
Kayla already got me some. It's right next to the cash register.
Nope, nothing there.
I put it there. I know I did. Oh, no.
What?
Well, without thinking, I automatically put it in Mystery Boy's bag with the rope. Oops. Sorry, Mr. Simon.
Now you girls both need to pay attention when customers are in the store.
We were!
Not just to the mystery boy, but to how you do your job. Jake, just go grab another bag.
That was the last one. Sorry, Jake.
No more organic trail mix?
Jake, don't hyperventilate. I have another order coming in on Wednesday. You'll make it until then.
Wednesday? I don't know, but I guess I'll have to survive. I could break one out of my emergency stash into my bunk if I have to.
Emergency stash in the cabin? You can't have food in the camp cabin. It's contraband.
Anywho, I'll be going now. See you later, everyone.
Mr. Simon, are counselors allowed to have food in the cabins? Seriously? Mr. Simon?
I'm off to the camp. Wendy and Tamara have roped me into helping with their drama production again this week. I'll be gone all afternoon. Pay attention to your work, not just the mystery shoppers.
Okay.
Kayla and Jamie are having fun competing for the attention of the mystery boy. Well, fun for now, anyway. Let's find out more about this drama production that Mr. Simon is involved in. One of the highlights of Discovery Mountain Camp has always been the drama production. All week long, the campers practice their parts, and on the final Saturday night, they put on a play. People from town come to camp to hear it. It's always a Bible story, and there's always a packed house. Miss Wendy and Miss Tamara don't do anything halfway.
Welcome, tween campers. Miss Tamara and I have an exciting program planned for you this week. I hope you are ready to have some fun, to work hard, and to learn more about God.
Tween campers, as Miss Wendy said, our production this year will help you grow closer to God. It's a great Bible story. How many of you have brothers or sisters? Almost all the hands went up. Now, Miss Wendy, I'm wondering how many of these kids get along with their siblings?
How many of you never, ever fight with your brothers and sisters?
Miss Wendy, no hands went up this time.
Well, you are just the right group for this Bible story then. It is the story of Joseph.
Oh, Joseph, the husband of Mary. I played him in the Christmas play at school.
No, not that Joseph, another Joseph.
Joseph from the Old Testament. He had 12 brothers.
Yes, that Joseph. But he had 11 brothers. Including him, there were 12 boys in the family. How many brothers do you have?
I don't have any brothers, just a little sister.
Me too, except I'm the little sister. I have an older brother. I used to follow him around like a little lost puppy when I was small.
Boy, does that sound familiar.
Now, before we begin, you all have to know something about Miss Tamara. She's the nice drama coach.
Hi. Yes, I'm the nice one.
Now, if Miss Tamara is the nice one, what does that make me?
The not as nice one.
Mr. Simon!
Campers, Mr. Simon is going to help us this week. Anyone remember Joseph's father's name in the story? You know, the father of all 12 boys?
Oh, I know. Jacob.
Counselor Jake. That was an easy one for you. All you had to do was remember your own name. You're right, Mr. Simon will be our Jacob. Give us your best fatherly voice, Mr. Simon.
Hello, my 12 sons. I am your father, Jacob.
Thank you, Mr. Simon. Now, as I was asking the group, if Miss Tamara is the nice drama coach, who am I?
Are you the mean one?
Finally, someone brave enough to say it. I'm not exactly the mean one, but you're close. If we choose you for a role in this production, I expect you to show up, participate, and know your lines. Understood?
Yes, ma'am. Understood.
I'll help you with your lines if you forget them.
See, Miss Tamara is the nice one. Now, here are the scripts. Take one and pass it along. I'm going to need 12 boys to play the brothers, of course, and...
Ooh, I want to be one of the brothers.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. First, let's read through the script.
I don't know if it was the warm afternoon air or the memory of the swim test from the morning, but Judah just couldn't concentrate. As Miss Wendy and Miss Tamara read over the script, he quietly folded his paper into an airplane. Then, when Miss Wendy had her back turned, in one quick motion, he threw it at the back of Ben's head. The paper airplane skidded towards the door.
Hey, what was that? I know it was you, Judah. Leave me alone.
Judah felt Miss Wendy's eyes on him, and she started to look towards the paper airplane when...
Miss Tamara and Miss Wendy, I'm going to have to sneak out. That was my granddaughter. Some sort of emergency at the store. I'll see you later, campers.
Judah was saved by the text message, at least for now. Mr. Simon walked towards the store, and he never could have guessed in a million years just what kind of emergency was waiting for him. You see, while Granddad was at the drama class, Jamie and Kayla had started to talk about the visit of the mystery boy as they stocked the fizzy drinks into the cooler. It started out friendly enough, but went downhill from there.
Slide over another box of cranberry fizzies. I have room for more in the fridge. Jamie, did you notice his eyes? They're the color of a starless midnight sky.
I did notice his eyes, but I thought that they were the color of a pool of deep, deep water. Why did you walk over to help him when I was already helping him?
I was just being helpful.
Didn't feel helpful to me.
Okay, well, why were you all, this is my grandfather's store?
I don't know. Why were you all, follow me, sir?
I don't know.
I think he liked me.
He barely said 3 sentences. Why do you think he likes you? I think he liked me.
Well, he said thank you when I gave him his change.
He said thank you when I gave him his bag.
Well, I guess so. You gave him a free bag of trail mix.
Well, never mind. Just do your job, Jamie, and put the drinks in the fridge.
Okay, Kayla, I'll do my job.
Jamie and Kayla angrily shoved the bottles onto the fridge shelf. The glass clinked and clanked together until Jamie spun around for another box just a little too quickly. And then they heard it. 6 bottles tumbled out of the fridge and crashed onto the floor right in front of them.
Ah! Quick, Kayla, cover them up!
You cover them. Juice is spraying everywhere.
Kayla and Jamie hid their faces from the spray, and eventually it stopped. When the girls opened their eyes, they saw the disaster. That's when Jamie took a deep breath and texted her granddad.
Look what we did!
What we did? Don't you mean what you did?
Well, I guess, but we were working together.
You did it. I'm not taking the blame for this one. There's pineapple juice all over the fridge, all over the canned soup shelf, and of course, all over the floor.
Oh, no, Gadget, don't walk through it. No, Gadget, you're tracking it all through the store. Stop.
Hey, what's going on here? Looks like you girls have some explaining to do.
Jamie told her granddad how she had knocked over the bottles of fizzy juice. She told him everything. Well, everything except for the part about her fight with Kayla. She was too embarrassed to tell him that. Drama class isn't going any better for Judah now than it was when we left him earlier. He's getting more bored by the minute.
Has anyone seen Mr. Garcia? He told me he'd play the part of Pharaoh. Anyone seen him?
Well, let's move along. Who would like to volunteer to play one of the brothers?
Nobody raised their hands. Everyone was distracted by Judah and Ben. The 2 boys were in a headlock, rolling on the floor, each trying to take a punch at the other.
Oh my! Boys, you must stop immediately.
Boys, stop now.
Judah and Ben let go of each other and jumped up, looking at Miss Wendy. She was not someone to be ignored.
All right, campers. You may all go to your next activity a little early. Follow your counselors. Everyone except these 2 young men. They're staying with me for a minute. Boys, who is your counselor?
Counselor Jake.
Jake, we're going to keep these 2 boys for a few minutes. But we wanted to ask you if you would play Joseph, the title role. Will you be Joseph in our production?
Oh, Miss Tamara, you're too kind. Of course I'll play Joseph. When you're finished with Judah and Ben, just send them to the cafeteria. Come on, Blackfoot Cabin. Forward, march!
Judah and Ben? Those are your names? Ben is in Benjamin?
Yes.
Well, Miss Wendy, that isn't a coincidence at all, is it?
No. God doesn't work through coincidences, especially here at Discovery Mountain Camp.
What are you talking about?
2 of Joseph's brothers were named Judah and Benjamin. Judah was one of the oldest brothers. Benjamin was the youngest. Miss Wendy, I have an idea.
We're thinking alike. You boys seem to have some trouble getting along, a lot like Joseph and his brothers. I think you've just been cast in the drama production. Miss Tamara, find me the parts for Judah and Benjamin.
They're right here, Miss Wendy. Now, maybe you 2 can figure out how to get along this way. Or would you prefer that we call Reader and have him call your parents?
Oh, no. We'll play brothers and we'll get along. Right, Judah?
Oh, yeah. We can do it. We'll be the best brothers you ever did see.
Well, Ben and Judah have a chance to redeem themselves. Can they do it? Judah and Ben stayed well away from each other all through supper. They didn't even look at each other during the flag lowering. Now, seated around the campfire, they sat as far away from each other as possible.
Hey, Judah, what happened in drama class, bud? What's going on with you and Ben?
I don't really know. He looked at me funny, and the next thing I know, we're rolling on the floor fighting. Well, I did throw a paper airplane at his head. That may have had something to do with it.
Judah, you just can't.
Hey, Jake, have you seen my guitar?
Oh, Mr. Garcia, there you are. Where have you been all day?
Oh, man, it was an awesome day. So I decided to take a hike. It was so beautiful. Why, did you miss me?
Yeah, everyone did. Let's see, you were supposed to sing the opening song at flag raising, cover for the lifeguard. Oh, Mr. Simon got those guitar picks you special ordered, and Miss Wendy...
Sweet, my guitar picks, they're in.
Yeah, did you hear anything else I said?
Oh, yeah, it's all right here. Where's my guitar?
Yeah, it's right by your chair. See, look.
Sweet, thank you, man. Let's make some music.
Sheesh.
All right, campers, who's ready to sing to the Lord? Let's sing together.
This guy's pretty good.
Yeah, I guess that's how he gets a spontaneous day off. Some guys have all the luck.
All righty, campers, here we go. Around the campfire with all our friends, we wish this was a week that never ends. We all were strangers, but now we know with God our friendship will only grow. Around the campfire with all our friends, we wish this was a week that never ends. We all were strangers, but now we know with God our friendship will only grow. Guys, you're sounding awesome tonight. Let's sing our camp theme song. Hey, Counselor Sarah, Reader. Hey, Mr. Simon, you too. Come on over here and join me. Discover sunshine, experience fresh mountain air, discover nature, experience friends that really care, discovery mountain, the place I wanna be, discover more of God and all his plans for me. Discover drama with all the messages we bring. Discover campfire and all the happy songs we sing. Discovery mountain, the place I wanna be. Discover more of God and all his plans for me. Discover swimming in the lake so deep and blue. Discover sunsets, bluebirdie waits for you. Discovery mountain, the place I wanna be. Discover more of God and all his plans for me. You're beautiful. Thank you, campers. All praise to our God. Good night, and God bless you.
Judah and Ben seem to have found their way into a drama production about the story of Joseph. I wonder how that's going to work out, don't you? And I wonder if Jamie and Kayla's friendship will survive the fizzy juice explosion. Well, join us for the next episode in this Summer of Strife story when we see just how Jake is dealing with his competitive campers.
Hi, I'm Director Doug, and I want to tell you a little bit about Blue Birdie. Blue Birdie is modeled after a Canadian float plane called a de Havilland Beaver, a great plane that's been around for a long time. I'm a pilot, and I've flown a lot of small planes, but I've never flown a de Havilland Beaver, although I'd like to sometime. Would you like to learn more about these planes? Visit us at discoverymountain.com and click on the Discover tab at the top of the page. Let us know what you think about this amazing plane.
I'm Miss Jean, and you've been listening to Discovery Mountain, where the air is clear, clear enough to hear your imagination, and where every day is an exercise in faith. To listen to other episodes and to send us a message, visit us at discoverymountain.com or write to us at Discovery Mountain, P.O. Box 999, Loveland, Colorado 80539. And in Canada, write to Box 2127, Oshawa, Ontario, Canada, L1H7V4. This is a production of the Voice of Prophecy.